Question 45. Can you be a prophet of God and not have a big ministry? This is one question on a playlist called 50 Hot Potato Questions for Christians. Can you be a prophet of God and not have a big ministry? I would say I qualify as being a prophet of God with not a very big ministry. So, yes, it's possible to be a prophet of God and not have a big ministry. God desires friends and He desires people to listen to Him and help Him with his emotional issues. Sometimes He doesn't need you to preach to thousands of people. Sometimes He doesn't need you to speak to thousands of people. Sometimes He just wants to share His heart with you, just like a person can be a lone intercessor, someone who takes situations and people before the throne room in prayer. People can be intercessors and not have a big reputation or a big following. So it's possible to be a friend of God and a prophet and not have a big following and not have major influence in the world. Part of being a Christian and living in the will of God is to know your place and to know your station in life. Happiness truly comes from being who you are destined to become. You can have wonderful prophecies over your life, talking about having an international ministry and having an effect on thousands of people. And you can be waiting, like I have been waiting for 42 years for those prophecies to manifest. It's important that you become comfortable with the life that you're living. It's important that you can remain stable and not depressed at the fact that you're just influencing a small number of people. You can be a prophet in a small church and speak to people the word of the Lord and be used to speak to individuals. The pastor of the church could see possibly that you're anointed and invite you to speak to his church. Oftentimes, a prophet is not recognized in his own hometown and among his own family. Jesus said that statement, and often a prophet isn't recognized because of that in his own church. But there's a true encouragement from the Lord Jesus and from God when you're a prophet and when you're a friend of his. You can watch the news broadcasted and you can be a friend of God, and God can give you the news behind the news. He can speak to you about politicians. He can speak to you about actors. He can speak to you about singers and reveal the secrets of those people's hearts. And he can have a two-way dialogue with you and share with you where the people are coming from and share with you the reason why they're saying what they're saying and what he thinks of them. You can be used by God to be an intercessor and to pray for people. God can highlight people to you and tell you the issues the people are dealing with, and he can call you to pray and intercede for a person. God can use you via personal prophecy to touch people's lives and minister to people's lives. He can use you to do Facebook posts that are encouraging. He can use you to write books. He can use you to do videos and encourage people. God can use you as a prophet in so many ways, and you don't have to be a household name. You don't have to appear on Sid Roth. You don't have to appear on popular television shows. You don't have to appear on video and share your life with people. You can be just a simple prophet who has an audience of one, who has an audience of God, and who ministers to the heart of God with his thoughts and intellect and his emotions and his actions. You can be a prophet of God that simply ministers to God, and you can be a little person and satisfied being a little person. You could write books that the books only sell a couple of copies per month, like the books that I write, and you can carve out a small niche in the world and affect hundreds of people, or maybe possibly thousands of people with your writing, and you can be used in all manner of ways by God, who sees everything and knows everything. I pray that you are blessed by this video.